Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with USL Dunkerque in the French 3rd Division. That's actually very difficult to say. The Championnat de France Nationale. Since the last episode, we've done nothing. Actually, that's a lie. We have done one thing. Arnaud Garita, the Cameroonian striker on loan from Charleroi, I've had terminated his contract, his loan deal, because basically he was getting paid £1,300 a week, which is a lot of money for a player who basically I wasn't planning on using. I want to use some of our own players. So, Arnold has returned to Belgium. After the first episode then, we currently sit 8th place in the table, but we have only played just the one game today. We're going to kick things off with Pau, who I think is that's how it's said. They've also got just the 1 point. They've got a very good team. I've had a quick little scout. Vincent Till is a very good footballer for this level of football, which is quite annoying. Because if he's the type of player that we could get, I'm annoyed that we haven't got that type of player. A couple of days have passed since I've done this introduction, and we've made 2 new signings. I wasn't really expecting that to happen. First up is Olivier Lesser, possibly. He has joined on loan from Amiens, who I believe are in the French 1st Division, the top league in France. 21-year-old centre-back. I've brought him in for one reason. He's quick. Because we're playing the Gegenpress, we need to have fast defenders. We don't really have fast defenders, so Olivier hopefully is going to be one of those players that can actually fill that void if we need him. I'm not really planning on playing him too much, but he's the option there if we do need to have that fast defender. The next player to join is a player who's not very good. I bought him because basically I like to buy young Ivorians. It's Antoine Sekongo, 18-year-old attacking midfielder from the Ivory Coast, signed from the Ivory Coast Academy. Ivory Academy, I believe is how that's pronounced. Probably some French pronunciations on there. He's not as good as I was expecting. 2-star current ability, 3-star potential. He doesn't look terrible. Obviously, we play the advanced playmaker role. He's missing some of these stats down here, but he might get better. Also, some other news. Dimitri Boudad. He is one of our main players. He is our team leader. We've got 2 team leaders, him and someone else. I can't remember who it is, but he has returned from his injury that he picked up in pre-season. So, Dimitri is going to be one of our main players this season, playing as that advanced playmaker, just behind the 2 strikers. Match number 2 then of the 3rd Division in France, up against Pau Football Club. It's probably not how it's pronounced at all. Stade Marcel Tribut is going to be the venue today, our first home game of the season. Now, unless this stadium is kind of randomised, our stadium looks a bit weird. Because last time I did a little test save, we were missing a stand. Not one behind the goal, quite a main stand. The starting lineup we are going to go for then, I believe, is the same as the last match. Axel Maravel will be the goalkeeper. Boubacar Silla, Babatore, Jeremy Huysman and Giovanni, still can never pronounce his first name, Chouacha. You'd think Chouacha would be the harder part. Apparently not. Giovanni is harder. Baboy Traore, Nicolas Brunil, Martin Francois and Nassim Sanachi will be the midfielders, with Valentin Candas and Kevin Nzuzi Mata as the strikers. Hopefully, Candas, he did score in the last match. He also missed a penalty, so hopefully he can do something there. Sebastian Dacoy will be getting his squad number today as he's going to be sat on the bench. I've decided I've got 2 defensive midfielders on the bench. Valentin Voisin can play as a central midfielder. That's why he's on there. Oh yes, our stadium is very, very strange looking. You can see on the right-hand side of the screen, there is no stand there at all. In real life, there's definitely stands there. It's actually like quite a small little stadium. It's quite a nice looking stadium. I do like little stadiums. I'm a bit weird like that. Anyway, let's get the assistant to do the team talk and let's start our first game at home in the French 3rd Division as USL Dunkerque. 5 minutes in and there's been no highlights whatsoever. We have had a shot. It is now 12 minutes in. Throw on for Chouacha to Traore. Forward to Giovanni Chouacha. Chouacha again. Sanachi. Back to Chouacha. Can he cross it in? He does cross it in. Candas is there. His effort is just over the bar. We are 12 minutes in. We've had our first highlight. For some reason, my game's running a little bit chuggy at the moment. I don't really know why. It seems to be a bit jumpy. Hopefully, that's not going to last forever. Vincent Till, Boys Guard, runs forward with the ball for Pau. Great save for Maraval. It is going to be a corner for Pau. Corner to be taken by Vincent Till, the Luxembourger. It's to the front post. It's cleared. Dalbin, though, gets it first. being pressured, has to play it all the way back over the halfway line. Silla gets tackled by Name. Name's a weird name. Brunel with the ball for us. Traore. It's not Traore, it's Torre. The other one's Traore. That's really confusing to me. Maraval, where are you going, Axel? Heisman, across to Giovanni Chuacha. Runs forward with the ball. He's going to have to play it backwards to Francois. Senacci with the ball. Candace goes for goal, and Candace's effort is inches wide of the post. We are getting close. At half-time then, it is 0-0. And there's a goal in this game. There is definitely a goal in this game. We are getting close. They're also getting close as well. Apparently, their midfielder is making a lot of mistakes. No changes at half-time for the moment. I will be looking at probably bringing off Candace for Idrissa Ba, because Candace, he is the youngster of our team. Till with a corner. And it's claimed by Maraval. Good goalkeeping from the Frenchman. Throws it all the way out to Chuacha. Has acres of space to run into if he wants to put his foot down. Gets tackled by Dalbin instead. Plays the ball forward to Vincent Till. Name, or Name maybe. It could be Name. Dalbin, back to Name. Gonna call him Name. Decided that's now his Name. Bansals, Name again with the ball. Dalbin, they are passing it around. Silla intercepts it. Now the new signing runs down the right-hand side. Keeps going. Keeps going as well. Cuts inside. Forward to Brunel. Brunel plays it across. Francois goes for goal. And Martin Francois has made it 1-0 on the 50th minute. What a finish that was from the loanee. And it all came really from Silla's run down the right-hand side. And his little cut inside there. Dodges the tackle. Plays it across to Brunel. Brunel basically gets a free assist for that, doesn't he? Francois' finish. Great finish into the bottom corner. We are 1-0 up at home. That goal as well has moved us all the way up into 4th place in the table. This is a good start to the season. Right, 65 minutes in. Candace off for Idrissa Ba. I want to bring on Decoy, but I feel like at 1-0, it's not the ideal time to start introducing youngsters. Almost in the final 10 minutes. Dalbin with the ball. Vincent Till runs forward, plays it inside to the midfielder who's made a load of mistakes and looks like he's made another one as well. Boysgard now. Little bit of room on the left-hand side. Plays it across to the left-back, Valia. Crosses in. Chuacha heads clear. They've gone for goal. And Paul Maisonneuve has made it 1-1. It's a great finish. That's the first thing that he's done all game that's apparently been any good. We're not going to draw a second match of the season, are we? We've dropped all the way down to 11th because of that as well. 5 minutes to play. Bar heads across to Senacci. Bar once again. Brunel. Forward. Senacci again. Silla. Can he get round his man? Tries to cross it. Doesn't manage it. Senacci. Chuacha into the area. And Chuacha goes for goal. The left back could have won the match for us there. Into injury time. And it looks like it's going to be another draw, doesn't it? Torre forward to Silla. The full-time whistle is about to go any second now. And it is unlucky once again to not pick up the full 3 points. It's 2 points out of 2. We're undefeated. We also haven't won a match. Could be worse. So, league table-wise, we are on par with Avranches and Pau, the two teams that we've already played, and we've drawn with both of them. So, yeah, great start to the season. Now, this is where the new format of the save comes in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a number of matches. I don't even know when. At some point, I will return. It's going to be somewhere in between here and probably here. So, you might find we'll be back for Laval. We might be back for Chalette. We might be back for Chambly. I don't know right now, so I will see you after this fade to black, where we'll probably have some highlights packages of some of the matches that have gone in between. Hopefully you have enjoyed the little highlights package of the 6 games that have just taken place. Here you can see then the league table. We are all the way up into 6th place. We started off a bit rocky, as you can probably tell. We were the draw specialists of the league. I think we drew probably 4 of the opening 5 games, something stupid like that. Yes, you can see Avranches, Pau, Queverly, Rouen, and also Bourges, Perrin, something or other. We did, obviously September was a great month for us, beating Laval, beating Troyes, and beating Drancy. This team here, I've no idea how to pronounce their name. We should have won that game as well. We were very unlucky. Against Laval, obviously very good in that one. We should have beaten, it was Boulogne, because there were 2 disallowed goals as well. And that one, Bologna? I don't know. I'm really terrible at pronouncing French things. So, up next then, we are going to be up against Cholet. Before we play Cholet, however, we have done some financial business, and that is set up an agreement with FC Nantes. So, basically, I need to get more money. We are hemorrhaging money at the moment. So, we're going to get £45,000 a year from Nantes. We can loan some of their players. They don't really have anyone who wants to join us at the moment, but it's a little bit of money. This is the reason why we need to get some more money in. We are losing about £150,000 a month. And there is no way of us stopping it. We are paying £100,000 a month on player wages, £55,000 a month on staff wages. I'm desperately trying to sell players, even though the transfer window has closed, so there's not going to be a huge amount of business happening. Before we get to the Cholet match, we've got the 5th round of the Coupe de France, which is actually going to be very soon. So who have we got? There's a lot of teams in this. There we are. We have Rouen. That's interesting. That is very interesting. They do have 3 players of ours on loan. They've got Bouve, they've got Macon, and they've got Bream. So that is very interesting. They're not the best team, so we should beat them, hopefully. But, again, I don't know. At this level of French football, we could be awful. They also have a player called Jason Gibbon. That's an amazing name. It is Friday night then, and we are the late kickoff apparently. Everyone else has already played all of their match, despite the fact that they only kicked off half an hour before us. Anyway, let's ignore that. Up against Cholet, a team who are down in 15th place in the table. They've just dropped into the relegation zone because of the other matches. This should be a game that we should be able to win. I'm hoping if we get a victory here, we'll go on to 16 points, which could possibly put us all the way up into 3rd place in the table. The starting lineup we are going to go for then. Axel Maraval will be the goalkeeper. Alexis Calant, Babatore, Jeremy Huysman and Anthony Oda will be the back 4. You'll notice Boubacar Silla is out suspended and Giovanni Chuacha has been dropped to the bench because Giovanni Chuacha, he's one of those players that he's really good, but sometimes he's really bad. So I'm kind of dropping him every now and then for Udart. Udart scored a cracking goal as well. The midfield diamond will consist of Baboy Traore as the bottom of the diamond, Martin Francois and Nicolas Brunel as the 2 central midfielders, with Dimitri Boudad as the advanced playmaker. Adrissabar, Kevin and Zuzi Mata will be the 2 strikers on the bench. We do still have Chuacha, as I mentioned. We've got Valentin Boyton, Valentin Candas as well, and Ishmael Kandus. Cholet are playing an extremely defensive formation there. A back 5 with 3 central midfielders and 2 strikers. It looks like they're going to try and play us on the counter-attack, which, as we are playing the Gegenpress, might be a bit of a concern because those 2 strikers, if they're pacey, the long ball over the top, could and probably will catch us out a number of times. Now, a good manager would say those words and then decide to change the formation up a little bit to try and counter it. I'm not a good manager, so we're going to just stick with this and see how it goes. Well, 25 minutes in, and we've had nothing. Odart now with a throw to Traore, crosses in. At the back is Alexis Calant with his first goal of the season. It's probably his first ever goal for the club as well. On his first start of the season, our fullbacks, our backup fullbacks, are probably better than our first choice when it comes to scoring goals. Great little volley there from the youngster. That goal has moved us up into 3rd place in the table now. We just really need to focus on extending our goal difference. If we can get promoted in the first season, yes, I'm fully aware we're only 9 games in, but if we can get promoted in the first season, that could be massive. Half time then, and so far it is looking quite comfortable. I would like to have another goal if we can, because at 1-0 there is always the chance that a sneaky counter-attack can get Cholet back into this game. Baboy Traore has pulled his groin. That's not good. We're going to bring on Valentin Voisin. We're also going to bring off Kevin and Zuzi Mata for Valentin Candas. Dimitri Boudad will be coming off, although I don't have the attacking midfield options on the bench because for some stupid reason we're only allowed 5 subs in this league. Not exactly been an exciting game, but I'm not too fussed with that. As long as we pick up the 3 points, we've got about 10 minutes left to play. Let's demand more. Let's try and sneak a second goal in the last few minutes of the game. Or nothing is going to happen, and we are going to pick up 3 points anyway. 10 seconds left to play, and Schlett have the ball. It's gone off the pitch. That is going to be the final action of the match, and it is going to be 3 more points. It is our 4th victory in a row, I think. We have done superbly well since the first few games of the season where we weren't that good. So after the match then, with every team playing 9 games apart from Laval and Tours, who I assume will probably be playing tomorrow, we are currently sat in 3rd place in the table. If Laval win against Tours, they will move up into 3rd place on goal difference and points. But for now, we are the team sat in the playoff position. A couple of victories, we could be chasing Bourges Peronas, maybe. I want to get out of this league because a lot of these teams are very difficult to say. Like, I have no idea how to say this one. Concarneau, maybe? I don't know. That is going to do it then for this episode. Next episode, we will be playing the Rodez match, a team who are sat bottom of the table, so that should be a fairly easy match there. We are also, I've already planned this one out, I don't normally plan it out, we're also going to be playing the PAL game. I know we've already seen PAL once, but we're going to see them again, and we're going to go all the way up until just before Christmas, and I assume there's a January transfer window. Maybe. We might actually do the Lyon Duchère game instead of the PAL game, just because we've already seen PAL, and then we'll just do a little highlights package for the PAL game instead. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 with USL Dunkerque in the French 3rd Division. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. If you're enjoying the new format that I'm trying, I'm not committing fully to this for the entire save. It might be I just do 1 season of this. But if you're enjoying it, please tell me. If you're not enjoying it, please tell me, because then I can mix things up. Because ideally, I want to make the best type of video possible. I want to make it look slick. I want to make it have all the fancy features and things like that. So yeah, if you've got any things that you say you should include this and don't include that, please tell me and I will look at trying to do that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode where hopefully we will beat Rodez.